What's wrong with your wing? It is the work of Arilu. The wing is fully functional. Its creator is known as the architect for nothing, but it frightens me. There is more of the abyss in this wing than in the eyes of an enraged Baelor. If I were you or your commander, Angel, I would immediately order that the demonic wing be amputated. It is corruption that has been placed inside you. The consequences of that will be inescapable. You may be right, Knight, and my superiors in heaven may make the same decision. Baelors with the abyss in their eyes. How unscientific. I would have been pleased if she'd sent me anything at all. Why didn't you get out of here or summon the warriors of heaven to help you? Even the goddess cannot hear me within these walls. This place, it belongs to the abyss, not the material plane. I could not call for help, only pray for a miracle. Perhaps your arrival is the answer to that prayer. I know what it's like, being cut off from everything you know, from everything that makes you who you are, whispers Arushile. The angel's gaze stops on the succubus, and flames blaze up in her eyes. Demon! Weren't you one of my captors? The succubus instinctively bares her teeth in response and hisses threateningly. Her claws grow long, and suddenly you see the old Arushile, the fearsome demon of the abyss. Stop it! Stop it! Don't even think of hurting each other. The elf girl's words diffuse the tense atmosphere like cold water thrown on a fire. Forgive me. I spent too long slumbering, and my self-control is diminished. I should not have been so hasty to deem your companion an enemy. Can you tell me anything about this place? I only know a little. Arilu once let it slip that this refuge is where she wrote the Lexicon of Paradox, the book of dark magic, containing the secret to the Worldwound's creation. That means this place is older than the wound itself. Arilu must have created it, at least part of it, before her great atrocity. I was astonished at the strange ways she seemed to speak of this laboratory. It was as if she despised this place, yet she tried not to show it. There was a moment when I wondered if this hatred was a sign of her contrition, but I was mistaken. Arilu Volesh is incapable of feeling contrite, even for a heartbeat. She's like a tempest, hurtling forward and sweeping aside everything in its path. Ah, Angel of Death. I came here for you, Targona. The hand of the Inheritor and I were able to find you. The angel's eyes brighten. Then I have not been forgotten. I have so much I want to ask you, but that can wait. First, we must find a way out of this dungeon of grief. I need to find a way to get out of here. May the power of heaven go with you. If only I could help, but my strength has been drained. Alrighty. Prayers have been answered. Nothing here. Let's get into the second floor. Yes, right here. Oh, there's loot that we forgot about. Interesting. So maybe the second floor will hold some answers.
I'm gone.
Ancient scrap of script-covered leather. This item bears a trace of lost power. It seems you've found a shard of a destroyed artifact. If you find all of the fragments, an artisan with enough skill could restore it for you. Okay.
Follow if you dare.
Mongrel? Oh, let me guess. Maybe she made the mongrels. But why is he alive? You look at the figure dressed in rags, and after some difficulty you recognize that it is an old mongrel. The few exposed areas of skin are covered in horrific burns, grotesque twitching appendages that look like a cross between tentacles and umbilical cords are latched onto it. The mongrel gives a quiet groan. Who's there? It's been so long since I heard another lining voice. Did Arilu do this to you? Arilu, yes, I remember her. She took me from the pyre, what was left of me. She brought pyre, okay, interesting. So, guess he was about to be burned by either demons or crusaders, and she saved him. What was left of me, she brought me here. She treated my wounds. She took my blood for experiments on mutations, but she went away, and I have not seen her here in a long time. Who are you? I've been here so long I don't remember my own name. I lived in the caves beneath Canabris, but I was drawn to the surface, so one day my friends and I decided to venture up there. I was the only one who made it all the way, but when I emerged, I was met by a pack of inquisitors. They thought I was a demon. Burn the demon! Death to demons! Fire! All I can remember is fire. The color drains from Ember's face, and her eyes glaze over. Her lips seem to move of their own accord, whispering, "Burn! Fire! All I can remember is fire." If you were put to death by inquisitors and not by a baying mob, then they would have had to read out the charges. I would be interested to hear what they were. My face was a crime. I did not have to commit any atrocities to be thrown on the fire. Let me help you. Freed from the appendages, the Mongol slowly, very slowly, rubs his hands. Then he raises his eyes to you. You, Crusader, did never consider that some of those witches burned on the pyre were the real thing? Oh no, he's evil. I'm going to read this again. You, Crusader, did you never consider that some of those witches burned on the pyre were the real thing? Lord Baphomet, I offer up this worthy sacrifice to you. Oh, he lied to us. And the first thing you do after you've been chained to a chair is attack us, weakened without a weapon? Well, you're not very clever, old man, are you? He got munched off. Oh, horse just obliterated him. Oh, I love the details. Of course she would study this. I mean, she gave an angel a wing, so very interesting.
Make your peace.
I won't let you hurt my friends. I'll remove this off. No time for debate. Mind over muscle.
I will resist.
Everywhere there are signs of destruction, large and small. Okay.
It's either us or them.
The light. Take you.
There's something here. A trivial task.
The bodies in the murky liquid are likely remnants of unsuccessful experiments or of failed attempts to save them. There's so much darkness here. Damn it. Load anything? No, nothing of interest. Okay.
Interesting.
Helmet. Oh, that's it? Okay. I mean, there's obviously a room where demons were tortured. Experimented on. Damn, Aurelia, what did you do here?
What a discovery.
It's time to act. Careful now.
I refuse to accept their statement.
Prepare yourself.
Too late for apologies.
Oh, her species is called Oleodro. The Lady of the Sun. You might remember her. She looked the same. Elven notes. Oh, perfect. We need those. That's very important.
I must.
I'm always open to ideas.
More secret of great sorcery. More crystals.
I'm gone.
Environment transformation. Okay. A ripped book lies in the center of the room. Beneath the title in large letters, Lexicon of Paradox, are lines of text written in hasty, bold script. A shimmering purple haze arises from the pages. You are about to step over the threshold when the haze glows brighter. The power within you responds, roiling in agitation, but you feel no sense of danger. Rather, it's as though you are experiencing a chemical reaction to this unknown phenomenon. Look around. Yeah, before we touch it, look around. You're distracted by a rustling sound and the heavy thud of ungainly footsteps. The dredge looks decidedly pitiful up close. Without the crude stitching that crisscrosses his skin, it seems that his body would simply fall to pieces.
So you made it to our treasure trove. Why not take a treasure for yourself? This is knowledge and power. Right now it's nothing, but it will become what you want it to be.
Demon's voice is laden with strange yearning. He looks at the purple shimmer and can't take his eyes off it for several seconds. First, you will answer my questions, Demon.
Go and ask them then. I don't have all day.
I see a book, but you're talking about some kind of power. What does that mean?
This book is an old notebook for recording experiments. The power is the result of one of those experiments. My lady decided to bind it to the pages for some reason. It's the ultimate convergence of theory and practice, savvy? She gave a lot to learn how to cultivate and strengthen souls, and this is the result.
My advice is to burn that book, and that demon, and this whole laboratory, and then find and burn her.
You cannot burn books. They contain knowledge that will...
And burn this one too!
No, you're just going to give this power to me?
As if one mutilated dredge could stop you. That's not it. My lady knew that sooner or later, someone would come for the book. She told me not to interfere. She doesn't tell me her reasons. She said to come here and wait to make sure that the gift finds its owner. That's what I've done. She also told me not to hide from whoever comes, so I haven't.
Maybe she knows the future. Or versions of it. What experiments are mentioned in the book?
All of them. Rifts, mythic powers, planar magic, transformation, hibernation. All them things that I obviously know a lot about. You've seen the lab, of course. I also know that the book contains everything about her work on the Worldwound. It's a pity. The book's looking worse for wear. Who knows what notes are still left inside?
Tell me about Kinabris and your transformation into a halfling. I want details.
You're a shrewd one, aren't you? Nothing gets past you, does it? He wants details, he says. I was disguised as a halfling, yes. Did I have to drag your body to the Crusaders? I did. Did I then have to slip you a weapon? I did. Do you think I'd have managed all that if I'd been gallivanting around Kinabris in my own skin? As to the purpose of the whole performance, don't ask me. I know nothing. My lady don't bother sharing such details with me. That's good indeed. Knowledge leads to progress, eh?
Take the book, boy. If you don't, then I will. Fine, I won't take it. It's yours after all. But seriously now, take it. Don't turn down your chance to gain new knowledge.
I would have said that people don't go around handing out gifts like this for no reason. Especially not Arilu, if she is the one behind this, but I think I should keep out of this decision. It feels like the fate of Galarian might hinge on this, or something like that. You decide, and I'll accept your decision, whatever it is.
The rationale behind your declaration confounds logic, girl. You just said a moment ago that you did not wish to share your opinion.
Well, what can I say? I'm a paradox.
Interesting. The lawful... That's a bit ridiculous. This knowledge, this power is rightfully mine. I would call that the evil or chaotic choice. I'm tempted to say must learn the secrets of the Worldwound, but we have a lot of good decisions in past, so we need lawful, otherwise we're going to lose our paladin status. So this knowledge, this power, is rightfully mine. Fingers barely grace the book when the purple glow flares brightly and a series of inscriptions, diagrams, and sketches flash by, imprinting themselves in your memory, as if you've always known them. Power fills you just as wrathful and overwhelming as in the battle for the Wardstone, or the moment you acquired the Sword of Valor. On the nature of rifts. That which we call a rift is in fact close to the complete opposite, a suture or a tie. Q approves, a suture, but a suture in the wound. It was a reference to Star Trek Picard, Season 2. It is the place where two planes are stitched together and meshed to the point of merging. Two types of rifts are encountered on the borders of the Worldwound: short-term natural rifts and stable engineered rifts. The latter allow entire armies to pass freely between the Abyss and Golarion. They were created at points where the fabric of reality formed a specific type of fold. Oh! That moment that will happen in 2 years. Can we cross over then? They were where the material plane was closest to the Abyss. More information about these folds of reality in former Sarkoris can be found in the Temple of Stone Manuscripts in the ruined city of Iz. Some of my own notes are also held there. I shall only make passing reference to them. So we need to go to the Temple of Stone Manuscripts. At the moment of writing, 5 of these folds have been identified. The most significant one was located near the Threshold Fortress, and it was that which made the Worldwound possible. The second most significant rift, the Maiming of Iz, marks the ruins of a famous city. The third rift, the Gates of Midnight, is hidden in the Midnight Fane. The fourth, the Harrowing, leads to my personal laboratory. And finally, the fifth, the Blood of Pulura, is located near the Sarkorian Shrine. All of the rifts within the perimeter of the wound function as a single system. In a way, they are like a single entity, or offshoots from a single root. This means that closing them separately is impossible. They will disappear only when the source is uprooted, the main rift. That which some people call the last threshold, although it is in fact the true and original Worldwound. The wound cannot be closed using ordinary methods. The very manner in which it was opened protects it from interference. The only means of closing it requires... And the end. This is the last surviving page of a book that has been ripped in two. All the other pages are missing. Okay. I don't want to go up. Oh, a new vision.
Discari's here. Discari himself. Blimey! One minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone. What are you gonna do? Fight or flee? If flee is your plan, let me help you out. I've got a scroll here with a good protective spell.
Interesting. Care to lend me a weapon? I'll try to fight the demons.
Sure thing. Here, take this. Best crossbow I've got. The person who made it said it could pierce the hide of a demon lord even. Good luck! Try not to get eaten now!
Yes, very good. A dose of bravery or a bit of honor. It could be nothing else. Or perhaps his instincts are hinting.
Milady, this creature's about to die. Shouldn't you... That's it. I've done as she asked. Now I can return to my lady.
The suture looks at you with a strange expression. Envy, sorrow, yearning, understanding? You can't be sure. Why did Arelu need someone to shoot Iscari back in Canabris?
She needed to spill his blood. The blood of a demon lord is a powerful thing and very useful, you see. It's a priceless reagent. You can make so many things out of it. A wondrous blade, for example, that can turn even a wardstone to dust.
Reagent, okay, maybe I pronounced it incorrectly. You can go, but let your mistress know that I will come for her sooner or later.
I'll tell her, don't worry.
Every last object in this spacious chamber seems to thrum with secrets and formidable power. This appears to be the heart of the laboratory. An unsettling light twinkles from the crystal. Lines of mysterious magical patterns spread out around it. Buckler, okay. Open a rift. A rift to where? I don't want to go back.
We do it my way.
Do we have anything to do here? What's here? Ah, perfect. So we don't have to go back. Note fragment from Arelu's laboratory. Morgraine, send me. Nura, the historian, emerges with an unexpected suggestion from behind the commander's back. This is just the sort of situation where ingenuity and knowledge of the enemy will be more useful than swords and armor. I need to prove myself. Yeah, the traitor. Interesting. How does she know this? Did she watch us at every moment?
Follow if you dare.
The lock has been battered by someone's desperate efforts to open it, but the door is sealed shut. Okay. So at least now we don't have to dive into anything else here. I guess this looks like the way up. The end, maybe? The place where we can leave the laboratory. Or open. Yeah, I don't want that. Let's open the rift. Let's see what happens. Oh, to the hut. Okay, so that's our way out. Okie dokie. Yeah, I don't want out right now. Let's see what else we have here. Mythic. Oh, we have a new mythic level. Perfect. Mythic path. Wings. 8. Wait, 10 mythic levels? Well, how long will this game be? Like, I mean, this is... We barely made level 4 mythic, and there are 10. And I guess after getting to level 10, there is still some sort of game to be played called Endgame. I mean, what the heck? Angel. Yes, of course. Angel. Flawless attacks? Destructive shockwave. Whenever you miss with an... Extra mythic ability. Do we want any of that? Last stand. No. Expose vulnerability. Leading strike. Mythical beast. Oh! Your animal companion is just as mythic as you. Your animal companion gains a bonus to strength, dexterity, and constitution equal to half your mythic rank plus 1. Its attacks now ignore damage reduction, except N and does ghost touch weapons. Yes, please. Nice. Improved Sword of Heaven. Ooh. Weapons of the angel become bane to all diseases. Creature wielding them become immune to diseases. Compulsion, demon, undead. Creature wielding them becomes immune to death effects and energy drain. Ooh. Healing spells cast by that creature can now remove paralysis and all negative levels from the target. Angel can now imbue weapons of others with the same holy power. Angel can still imbue weapons of only one creature. Grant benefits of your Sword of Heaven ability to all allies in a 50-foot radius. Ooh. Hello there. 1 minute per mythic rank. Grant blessing. Bestow the divine. Mythic ability. Another one. Bites the dust, right? Mythic charge. The bigger they are. No. 3 times per day you automatically dispel any effects that make you frightened, dazed, sickened, shaken, staggered, nauseated, stunned, paralyzed, or confused. Automatically? Whoa. That's very powerful. Like, holy moly. Okay. Special abilities. Summon Movaniac Diva. Cure critical. Restoration. The real one. Conjuration. So we need conjuration. Divine power. Evocation. Pure form. Ward against disease. Repel the profane. Holy. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes. Locked. Hey. Okay. So nothing there for us. Let's go here. Discover the rest. Sealer. Mythic rank. Extra mythic ability. Miss with an melee attack. Target will yes. Okay, destructive shockwave. Sure. And leading strike. Unrelenting assault. Rupture restraints. Very powerful. Yes. Sure. And Regil. I want him. Weapon focus. Finesse. No. Also destructive shockwave. If he misses. And cleaving. No. I want him. Powerful shadows, ranging, also rupture restraints. That's just very powerful for a melee fighter. I mean for everyone really. Boundless healing, sorcerer's reflex, school mastery. Spell focus. Conjuration and evocation we need for healing spells. And which wandering hex? No. Unstoppable blah. Ascended element. Archmage armor. Increase the number of spells you can cast per day. Yes, please. Perfect. And her. Flawless attack, point blank shot, mythic, school mastery. She conjuration, yes, conjuring stuff. And best boundless healing. Yes, done. And our friend Haru Chalet. What are we going to do with her? Deadly aim. When your shots hit the target, they do truly devastating damage. Okay. And 2. Okay. Ranging shots. Every time you miss an enemy with a ranged weapon, your aim improves. Okay. Why not? Perfect.
I'm prepared.
Speak with your actions, not your
Okay, the chaos does not look like the result of anything as deliberate and controlled as a such. It is more likely that there was a fight here, or that everything was simply smashed.
Follow if you dare.
Note, the commander and his army walk up the high bank of the West Selen River, where it was near the border of the Worldwound. The soldiers' feet halt unbidden. On the other bank rises a series of cliffs, irregular in shape to have been formed by wind or water. Wait, isn't that what we read? Is she... No. Is she the storyteller of this game? The sky hangs over their sharp edges and sickening bends, the shade of mercury on the horizon, rising to dirty rust. As it arches above the soldiers' heads, it regains its familiar azure hue. I read that in these exact words. What is this mockery of reality, you demonic witch? What is that? Old letter. The letter is written on this decrepit paper Cypriot. Greetings, brothers and sisters in magic. If this message has fallen into your hands, then you, like me, practice arcane magic, disregarding the unjust and ruthless laws of our homeland. Nature has bestowed upon you a gift, allowing you to perform beautiful and wonderful deeds which are rewarded only with persecution and suppression. Far too many innocent, talented people have been forced to hide like criminals, to live in fear and shield themselves with lies. Brothers and sisters, we have lived for too long under the yoke of outdated and misguided tradition. Enough is enough. The time for rebellion is nigh. The hour of our resistance has come. The Emperor will die. Well, let us rally our ranks, bolster the courage in our hearts, and speak out. Our voices must be heard. Are you not tired of living in fear? Of jumping at every rustle in the night? It doesn't have to be this way. Together we can make the elders reckon with us. Together we can put an end to their tyrannical rule over us. Let them accept us and see us as a people. Or if they try to subdue us by force as before, let them prepare to feel our pushback. We will force them to overturn their meaningless, superstitious ban on arcane magic. We will make them see us as people, not as evil witches. We will destroy the cursed prison of Threshold and set free the innocents within, doomed to wretched and unjust imprisonment. We will save Sarkoris, but only together. I therefore urge anyone and everyone for whom freedom is worth rebelling and fighting for to join our alliance. Your brother in magic, Opon. You know, it's a difficult topic, this entire arcane magicians. I mean, the game is, it's almost genius. I mean, the way a true genius made this. Let me explain why. Responsibility is a very important topic whenever you make a fantastical story, and in this game there are gods who give powers to beings. It was explained already. If you're a paladin, for example, or a demon, but you have to adhere to a certain set of rules, otherwise the god will come and say, that's not your power anymore. And then there are arcane wizards. They don't adhere to any rules. They can do whatever they want, whatever their abilities allow them to, and that is extremely dangerous. They're unpredictable. And it reminds me of this concept of self-fulfilling prophecy. The Sarkorians were afraid that these wizards would one day cause the destruction of the world, so they subdued them. They forced them into hiding, and by discriminating them, they in the end caused exactly what they were trying to prevent in the first place. So if they would have never have started to suppress these arcane wizards. Would a person like Ariel Wallish have ever opened the Worldwound? So in a sense of a self-fulfilling prophecy, the Sarkorians were the stewards of their own destruction, the architects of their own end. It's a bit philosophical. Okay. The room has more life to it than the other chambers in the lab, but even here rationality wins out over comfort. I guess this was her main quarter, where she lived and slept and worked. Let's see what's behind this door.
They will break against our resolve.
You're telling me that they had been in an eternal fight? Derachni and Marilith? Since they were enchained here?
You should have listened to reason.
I do what I must.
Okay, so I'd say we're done here. There's not... Oh, wait. No, we're not done.
A trivial task.
What the heck? Nalfeshni and Vroch.
You should have run! Press the attack!
Forgive me.
I'm gone.
Outside there's a thunderstorm. I mean, in reality. Not sure if you can hear it. Through the hut. And it's starting to rain quite heavily. The coverlet on the bed looks like it would crumble to dust at the slightest touch. So, that was quite unexpected. I did not expect such an important main quest to be just lying around. Well, until we meet again. Did it say Ariel's laboratory before? No, it didn't, right? Anyway, next time we're going to say hello to the Avery Sanctum.